How are you, Mr. Fola? How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Wow. It's good to have you on this show. I've actually been looking forward to it since we met at that working that we did for the Prostate cancer journey. I mean, your story is phenomenal. Guys, if you're watching Mr. Fola, this man has a powerful story. I'm sure you guys can't wait to hear his story. So, Mr. Fola, do you want to tell the audience who you are, what you do, and a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Right. I'm happy to be here. It was good to meet you at the walk. My name is Fola. What do I do? I am an IT business analyst.
Wow.
I've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
I'm a dad.
Yeah.
I run a couple of businesses as well on the side.
Yeah.
That's basically me
Wow.
in summary.
Wow, I'm actually I'm amazed in terms of your story, and I think your story is inspiring. When I had your story at that work that we did, I think we walked from hobby to catering, and it was a long walk actually. So I just want to know, do you want to tell us a little bit about your story and just a little bit, you don't have to go much into details.
Yeah, my story is a little bit, is a story that I'm passionate about, and it's a story that touches me all the time because, when the Black people talk about diseases and living well, we tend to think that it would never happen to us. I've heard a lot of people have cancer. I never thought it would happen to me. But it happened to me at the time.
Sorry. Just for the audience to hear you properly, like people watching you right now. Do you just say cancer?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
Please tell us which cancer. I know there are different types.
Yes, I was that in 2023. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Wow. And you're still here.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wow. Thank God.
I'm still here. To the glory of God. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just a simple test. I just come from holiday. I just come from a family holiday. I got a call from the GP saying I'm due a test.
Wow.
And I'm not doing it.
Wow.
So I rejected it.
Yeah.
But fortunately for me, my lifesaver was a doctor friend of mine who was on the phone to me at the time. That call came through and he said, just go and do it. I'm like, oh, guy, I'm scared. The guy said, don't be. If we catch it early, then if there's something there and we catch it early, you have hope. If we don't catch it early, it becomes a problem. So I ran them back. Went for the test.
So you're saying that it's important that we do the test as early as possible so that it's detected.
Early detection saves life.
Okay, early detection. You hear that, guys? Early detection of prostate
cancer. Any kind of cancer
saves life.
Early detection saves lives.
Okay. Yeah.
So and that was it. I went for the test. A few days later, I got a call from the GP saying you need to go for a scan.
Wow.
What scan? I said, So the test is a simple blood test, but it looks for something called prostate-specific antigen.
Right.
So it's a PSA test,
right.
And there's a grading for different levels, depending on your age. So mine was a little bit raised. It wasn't above my threshold, but was a bit high.
Yeah.
So they said I needed to do a scan. I called my doctor friend and I said, "Guy, you caused me to go to this test. Now they might have found something." And the guy said, "Well, your score is not that bad. If this was my own NHS trust, I'll have told you to come back in 6 weeks and redo the test because there might be certain things I've done in terms of physical exercises. They always advise you not to do any physical exercise before the test because it might give you false positive."
Right.
But I didn't do any exercises. Anyway, I went for the scan. And they said they would get back to me in 2 weeks.
Wow.
And if I don't hear anything in 2 weeks, that's it. I didn't hear anything. Week 1, week 2, week 3. This was probably about June, July time. I didn't hear anything until about end of August. And
End of August.
Yes.
Wow.
From June, July.
Wow.
I got the letter that said, "Oh, we found some abnormal shadows in your MRI scan, and it's time for you to go for the biopsy." And the biopsy had to be within 2 weeks of that date. So yeah, I went for biopsy towards the end of September, early October 2023, and a few days later I got the result.
Wow.
And the news that everybody hates was delivered.
Wow. Well, how did you feel at that moment when you got the result and it wasn't what you expected?
So something already in my mind told me I might have it.
Really?
Yeah. So when I went for my biopsy,
after
after the procedure,
I
fainted.
Really?
After the biopsy, I
You
fainted.
fainted?
I fainted. Yeah.
Wow.
I fainted. My 2 kids were there,
Wow.
and I fainted.
Wow.
But then when I woke up,
Mm.
I was asking questions. I'm like, when I'm being called for a biopsy, does it mean that I have cancer?
Mm.
And the guy said, probably not that, but there's a 40% chance that when you get sent for a biopsy, there's a 40% chance that you might have it.
Okay.
So I said, okay. So in my head, I was praying I didn't.
Yeah.
But to a certain degree, because of what the guy told me, I had a feeling the news may not be good. But I was still expecting good news anyway.
Wow.
I got the news on the day. I suspected again on the day that I might have it because when the consultant called me in, he told me to sit.
Right.
And then another lady came in with a tag that says prostate cancer nurse.
Right.
And he won't deliver the news until that lady walked in.
Right.
Because that was going to be my case handler. So I started to feel a little bit awkward at the time. And then eventually the news came. The first question was, how bad?
Right.
And the guy said, well, it's not about how bad, it's about how do we treat you.
Yes. Yes.
And that was the start of the
and I like that. I like that in terms when they said that, because they just more like solution focused.
Yeah.
Like, okay, how are we going to treat you? And I think that is really job well done to them. Okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah, so and that was the start of my the journey.
The journey.
Into options for treatment, choosing a treatment, going through the treatment, recovery, where I am today.
Wow. How did you break the news to your wife?
I just said it as is.
Really?
Yeah.
How did she feel?
In denial first, I think.
Wow.
She just felt, I can't be real.
Wow.
But she was there when they told me that I might have 40% chance of having it. But you would always think it wouldn't happen to your family anyway. So maybe she's just thinking, I'm just one of those.
That's true.
Yeah, but again.
Yeah. Why do we always think that it won't happen to our family? Please talk us through that. Because when my mom had cancer, my mom died of cancer just back in December, 8th of December. And it dawned on me that actually cancer could happen to anyone. But, what's that sort of mindset? Why do we always feel that it won't happen to us?
Because you love them. It's simple. You love them. You don't want anything. You don't want anything bad to happen. Right. They might have malaria here and there. They might have typhoid fever or whatever it is. But you don't expect something that can take their life would happen to them. It's just not. It's natural.
It's natural.
It's not because we think they're the best or they're good or nothing would happen to them. It's just the fact that you think
we love them.
We love them enough for them not to go through that kind of thing.
Right.
But again, like you said, 1 minute we're here, the next minute we're
gone.
Yeah.
Wow. Take us through the journey. I mean, from the moment you got the diagnosis to now, because obviously, just 10 minutes before the interview, you were showing me, now that you're posting in the gym, your belly, and you're looking up fit in those pictures. Talk us through the journey.
So it's a journey that is quite emotional for me in the sense that having the diagnosis, going through the treatment and recovery, they're completely different aspects of your life. You will never understand the side effect except you're in that position. You probably never will. So after I got the result and I said, what are my options and how long?
Yeah.
And the guy said, no, that it's not a case of how long, it's a case of treatment. And we need to do it ASAP. Because what they found out was that it wasn't very high risk,
Right.
but had very high volume.
Mm.
And it was close to the edge
Wow.
of my prostate capsule.
Right.
So the fear was that if it comes out,
Mm.
or if I then get depressed because of whatever it is, and it spreads. It might spread to the bone, it might spread to the blood, it might spread to somewhere else, which then makes my treatment more difficult. So they had to quickly get it out. And they gave me the different options of treatment.
Yeah.
I chose the surgery
Right.
instead of radiotherapy, and they gave me the side effects of what would happen after that. Side effects such as incontinence, whereby you lose control of your ability to pee.
Wow.
You become impotent as well. You can't produce a child naturally anymore,
Wow.
and you would have erectile dysfunction.
Wow. What was your reaction to that?
Well, man, it was just it's better to suffer those things and be alive.
Oh, yeah.
So for me at the time, it was a small it was a small price to pay for being alive. I just wanted to be alive. My kids were young.
Yeah.
I was young. I was only 48 at the time.
Yeah.
I just wanted to stay alive. So whatever it took,
Yeah.
I was willing to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then we chose a date, which was the 10th of December, 2023.
Yeah.
I did all my pre-op assessment before the date, everything, all the blood tests.
Yeah.
Test checked out, no issues. I went in. So you would have a pre-diet before the operation.
Right.
So I started that, had my diet, went in at, I think it was 7 o'clock
Right.
on the morning of the 10th. Checked me in, they checked my blood pressure, checked everything. And then just before 11:30 a.m., they took me in. And I didn't remember anything else after that.
Wow.
So until I woke up at 8:30 p.m.
Wow.
So it's a 7-hour long surgery.
Wow. 7 hours.
Yeah, with 6 holes in your tummy performed by a robot.
Wow. So after the operation, I guess that's the removal of the
Tumor.
Of the tumor.
The remove. So that it's removing the tumor,
Okay.
removing the prostate because it's been infected,
Yeah.
and checking that any other nerve or anything around that area is not infected.
Right. Okay.
So that's why it takes a long time.
Okay. So talk us through how it impacted on your social life. I mean, you can be brief, I mean, it could be, what it was like, just having that in your mind, and you're having to make friends, you're having to go party. What was it like for you,
So I didn't, it was a difficult period where obviously, like I said, I came out of the hospital with a catheter inserted in my bladder to my private area, and I lost control of how to pee.
Wow.
I lost my ability to pee by myself. So I peed through the catheter for a while.
Wow.
I had a day bag and a night bag. Day bag is emptied every time it's full,
Yeah.
and then the night bag would take me through the night.
Wow.
There's nothing that makes you lose your confidence as quickly as knowing that you've lost your ability to do certain things.
Yes.
I
agree.
Yeah. And I think after 2 weeks, they took that off and ran some tests to see whether I was in control of my ability to use my bladder again.
Yeah.
Which was all right. I was able to do that. And then I was discharged back home. But then, that was just the start. Because it still meant that as we're talking now, back in the days, I would be sometimes peeing on myself and I wouldn't know.
Wow.
Because it just comes.
Okay.
So I had to wear a pad.
Okay.
I had to wear a nappy everywhere I went.
I think we should keep that in your book because we don't want to share too much.
Yeah.
Too
So
much
you lose the ability at
Wow.
a point, but they will recommend certain exercises that you have to do to help you get back in the right shape. It did take a while. I went back into the right shape.
Wow.
But it was a lonely journey because what that means is if you have a headache for too long, your mind starts to play tricks on you to say, oh, maybe your cancer has gone to your head. if something happens to you and you're maybe in pain on your leg or any part of your body, your brain starts to tell you, oh, maybe your cancer spread to that area. So the recovery, in the real sense of it, in my own case, was worse than the diagnosis pre-op.
Yeah.
After the op was crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't go out, couldn't make friends for the fear of leaking on myself.
Wow.
I couldn't lift anything bigger than a bag of sugar.
Wow.
Because I had 6 holes around there.
Yeah.
And it might cause pain if I lift too much.
Yeah.
So it was a really nasty journey.
Yes. So up to now, do you still sometimes get the feeling that, oh, I feel this?
It's a feeling that will live with you forever.
Wow.
It never leaves.
So how do you manage that?
I just take my money.
Do you have to go for therapy or?
Yes, I did. When things were really bad at the time, when the side effect was literally killing me,
Wow.
I had to go for psychotherapy because my brain was constantly telling me something else was wrong, and this might kill me, and all of that kind of feeling.
Wow.
So I had 20 sessions of psychotherapy.
Wow.
My BP was extremely high. I was just not myself. But therapy helped me. My support system was to a certain degree good. I had family members around to help me. Well, even at that, when you're there by yourself, I didn't work for 7 months.
Right.
So I was constantly home by myself. It was terrible. A terrible feeling.
Wow. So, what would you like to, if you're to advise, a man right now, I know that prostate cancer only affects men. If you're to advise someone that probably just been diagnosed with the cancer, what would be your advice to the person?
Stay strong.
Okay.
Believe in the treatment.
Right.
As long as it hasn't spread too much and it's not at a bad state.
Right.
But even if it's at a bad state,
right.
There's proper support.
Yes.
I used to speak to a guy from Macmillan Cancer Support.
Right.
And at the time when I was in a lonely place, that guy's call every Thursday at 12 o'clock.
Wow.
I look forward to it.
And that helped.
It helped me.
Wow.
Because he was in his 60s, maybe late 60s.
Right.
And he was diagnosed 3 years before mine.
Right.
And he was given probably like 6 months.
To live.
But he's still alive.
He's still alive today?
Tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Except, God forbid, something happens to him tonight.
Wow.
Bob is still alive.
He's still alive?
Yes. So it's about being positive. It's about just knowing that life is fragile.
Right.
And just living it to the best.
To the best.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things I like about you, it seems that this experience really, really got to you so much that, you are actually thinking of writing a book. Do you want to, just briefly, because, obviously, when the time comes, I'm going to invite you over again so you can tell everyone about your book. So just briefly, what has prompted you to write this book and what do you want to, what would the book be about?
So the book itself, it's about my personal journey.
Right.
And how it took me being diagnosed with cancer to realize that life can be fragile. And it also took me therapy to understand that I hadn't lived a good life. Not that I was bad, not that I was doing anything silly, but I haven't really loved myself.
Right.
And everything that I've gone through the journey made me understand that I needed to do more for myself.
Right.
It shouldn't just be wife, children, auntie, brother, nephews, stuff like that. You have to look after yourself.
Okay, so you matters basically.
Well, yeah, number one.
Right.
Without you, if you're not okay, doesn't matter.
Nothing else okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got to look after number one, and number one is you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Number one is you. You hear that from Mr. Fola. Number one is you
It
guys.
always has to be you.
Wow. So you have to look after yourself.
You can't give what you don't have.
You cannot give what you don't have. Thank you so much, Mr. Fola, for coming and sharing briefly about your story. It means a lot to us, and we're looking forward to your book.
Yeah, it's nearly done. I'm writing it.
Wow.
I started to write it at the time because it gave me relief.
Wow.
Everything I was going through, the pain, the journey, the trauma, the disappointments with some family members and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I started to journal it because I was reading a lot because I was in a lonely place.
Yeah.
And the only thing that gave me that kind of relief was writing things down. And that's what got me.
Wow. Thank you so much. We're definitely going to invite you here again so that maybe perhaps when the book comes and you can tell people where to get the book and where to buy it from. I'm sure there are a lot of people, possibly experiencing the same thing or, maybe family members, going through some sort of the experience that you've had and, they're looking for answers. So I'm sure that, people can reach out to you. Guys, at some point, I'm going to give his contact out, not on this at this time, but next time, I'm going to give out his contact. So if you have a family or family members that maybe going through what he's gone through or that they've just been told that they've got the prostate cancer, he can definitely be there for them and support them. All right, then. Thank you, guys.
Before we go, I'm going to say one last word.
Okay.
If you're a black man and you're over 40, do not be afraid to test.
Do not be afraid to test.
Go out there, ask for a PSA test. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in our lifetime. 1 in 8 will die from it.
1 in 8.
1 in 8 will die from it. That's the stats on prostate cancer.
You hear that, guys?
1 in 4 will be diagnosed.
Wow.
Please do not be shy. Do not be scared to test. Again, early detection saves lives. So if you go and test and it's been caught early, like mine was caught, even though it was a lot, it was big, but I'm here. By God's grace, I'll be here for a long time.
You'll be here till 80. And I can't wait to celebrate the 80th birthday with you.
Amen. Yeah. So don't be shy. Please get yourself tested every year.
Thank you.
Every time you test and it's negative, it gives you peace of mind.
Absolutely.
Without testing, it might go somewhere else, which then changes the course of treatment.
Right.
Makes it more difficult to treat.
Right. You hear that, guys? Test yourself. Go and do that blood test. Go and check yourself.
Yeah.
Live
a healthy life as well, if you can.
Right.
Live as healthy as you can. Eat nice, sleep well.
Let's leave that one in that book. Let's we don't want to share everything here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Mr. Fola.
It's
been a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice.
Bye. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.